Just turning this off.
Yes, people, welcome to another edition of Agenda FC on Sarcasm City TV, hosted by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note, also joined by Lewis, who has just jumped off. But like he said, lateness is greatness. My apologies on us being late. That's on me. I sent out the wrong link to the mandem, so it is what it is. Tox should be joining us soon also. But if you haven't been here before and you don't know how Agenda FC works, what this show is, you give your opinions on something that is so strong that people believe it's an agenda, or you just give off your agendas. Like if you follow Lewis across on Twitter, you see him with his 3 a.m. agendas, you know, with his boy
That's
Christian.
right. 85 rise up. You already know.
So that's what the show is. I'm blessed, man. I can't complain in that first stream of the day. It feels weird to be doing it at 8:30, but here we are in it, man. We keep the thing rolling.
Sleeping pan's a mess for all of us, man.
A mess. You know what? I'm glad you suffer from the same thing I do, because like when I seen you tweet today,
you're nocturnal as well, aren't you?
Yeah. At 12 p.m. kickoff. It was like 12 p.m. kickoff. No,
bro.
You know,
that's the second time they've done that in the FA Cup. We had a 2 o'clock kickoff for what even their name is, Morecambe, bro. 2 o'clock kickoff for Morecambe, and now I've got 12 a.m. for Luton Town. And it's one of them things like they turn up, it's cool. If they don't turn up, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
You're expecting what's predictable. It's so dead. But at least it's an easy running. We got the worst running last season. We got Liverpool, Leicester City, you lot in the semi-finals, and then Arsenal plus Anthony Taylor in the final.
You and this Anthony Taylor tax in it. You are not letting that go. You are not letting that go.
After the stuff Mark Clattenburg was saying about Manchester United definitely getting favoritism from referees in the Fergie era, you can't ever tell me that referees don't go into games with agendas. Mark Clattenburg as well, the same referee that said he didn't want to send off any Spurs players in the Battle of the Bridge in 2016 because he didn't want them to blame the bottle job on him. And you can't tell me. You cannot tell me referees don't have agendas in this game. Anthony Taylor, a referee who consistently makes the wrong decisions against us in games on a consistent basis. I watched Premier League years in the 2013-14 season, right? And Mourinho got sent off into the East Stand for complaining to the ref because he wasn't doing anything about the time wasting. It cuts to the ref. Hey, who is it?
Anthony Taylor.
You're damn right. That same egghead every time.
Oh, Jesus, I love this one.
Agendas, man. Marcus Alonso got Superman punched by Gazzaniga at White Hart Lane, Roman Reigns style. And he tried to pull a foul against him. He tried to book Marcus Alonso for it. Thank God VAR turned up in that game because we would have got screwed in that as well.
Yo, Lewis, get this off your chest. And this is Agenda FC. This is the perfect show for this. Keep going. Keep going.
3-minute comp on it. I think your game as well. You remember the one where Mishi Batshuayi got kicked in the nuts by Harry Maguire?
I do remember that game actually. Yeah. Was it Anthony Taylor as well? Was he?
Yeah. Do you want me to keep going?
Nah, in Maguire's defense, when Batshuayi, he didn't connect. He didn't actually kick him. He looked like he went to kick him. Go on.
The exact same thing that Heung-min Son got sent off against Spurs versus Chelsea in the same season on Rudiger. He did the exact same thing, and Son got sent off. Who was the ref?
Was it Anthony Taylor as well?
Like, come on. The only referee to manage to ref 2 cup finals, and he got them both wrong. Same team, same scoreline, everything.
Genuinely not happy about this.
Of Raybo.
Lewis isn't happy about this, but yeah, it's great. We wasn't going to start there, but hey, Agenda FC is the place to start with.
We probably got that like 4 minutes out.
There we go, 4 minutes in. Hey, big up to everyone who's locked in. Shout out to everyone in the comments. Please make sure
everyone like and subscribe.
That's it, man. Everyone, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And when you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV, make sure you hit the notification bell. Also, what I'm going to do is add in the title. Lewis's channel will be in the title. So you can click on there. Make sure you subscribe over to his channel. How many you doing big views? How many numbers you got now? What's your sub saying?
Oh, I can't lie. My views are taking a dip the last few days.
Apparently,
I need to pick between streaming or recording. Otherwise, I'm going to mess up the algorithm. It's one thing or the other.
It's one of them, but I know you got big subs, though. How many subs you want?
We're getting close to 20k. Like, we're crawling to there at this point. We're gonna get there eventually, and I'm gonna have the 20k Q&A, and that will be lit. But
yeah, man, what's your gun, fam? Bush on road to 20K. Let's go.
I'm waiting, but like we're taking a while to get there. So guys, if you haven't subscribed, help a guy out. 2021 is meant to be my year because 2020 wasn't. So let's do it.
There you go, Lewis out here winning, fam. You acting like, yo, I would love to be on the road to 20K on this channel, on the road to 2K. You know what I'm saying?
You will be.
We're getting there. You get what I'm saying?
2021's everyone's year. We all took an L last year.
We are working. You know what? That being said, 2020 was a good year for man. I can't lie in it. You know what I'm saying? And it hella like that's why I mean you hella man like.
We made the most of it, but
yes,
I still see it as an L. There's still a lot of L's that got taken. It's just outside of YouTube.
Yeah. I hear that. That's a fair point. Big up Ryan each and every time. He says big up. You know what I mean? Big up Chorus A who says yes, man. Then big up C1 London. I'm guessing this is one of your dons who says Reece James best right back in the Prem, even deeper in flawless heart. He knows. Nah, he's not called Wan-Bissaka. You know what I'm saying?
It's true. Wan-Bissaka's on good form right now, but Reece James has been doing it the entire season.
Yo, man, Aaron Wan Ninja Bissaka. United need to beat Liverpool to save Chelsea's home record. We will get to that because Chelsea, you hold the record. You hold the record.
I mean, I'm in two minds about this United Liverpool game, and this is exactly why. I don't want Liverpool to win, but I don't want you lot to win either. But if you lot can get the home, I know you lot are going to be an absolute nightmare on the timeline if you win. I actually.
Oh, you already know.
Yeah, bro. 21 trending already and everything. But if it means we keep our 86 game record, I mean,
go on.
No, I mean, I'm just saying I might have to take that.
Okay, fair enough. Innit? Let us know in the comments how many games Liverpool are currently on. So yours is 86.
I think they're on 60 something right now.
Oh, so they're still games away then. You know what I'm saying? They still got 20 odd games to play.
But bro, it's been a while. It was Benteke 2017 the last time.
Ooh, we need to end.
Yeah, and Liverpool, like Ryan's saying, they broke our home record. And don't say Xabi Alonso because it was a Bazingwa own goal. We had to give that to you. It was RL.
Here's what it is. Big up C1 London, who also says big up. RB says yes, people. Big up Lewis, Flawless, and Tox won't be joining us and that. He just messaged me. He's got some business to handle, but he will be back next week. Don't worry about that. But the show must go on. Also, big up Danish, who says, yo, what's good, my man? Flawless, big up. And Chorus A asked you, I think you just answered it. Who would you prefer to win this weekend, Liverpool or United?
I don't know. Like Liverpool for me aren't really as unbearable on the timeline as I really think they are. You lot, I can't be bothered, and I don't think you're winning the league anyway. So half the time I'm marking anyway, but I can't be bothered to hear you all on the timeline. I hate United more than I hate Liverpool by a mile. I've already told you about Ronaldo ruining my childhood and Moscow and everything like that. So I don't know. I really don't know who I want to win this one. I'm just thinking there's a way I can look at it as a positive regardless of what happens.
Yeah,
so, I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Maybe. There's a way around everything. Like, I think a draw will probably be better for us in the long run if we get the win against Fulham, which is really big if. But the table's tight like that. All you need is a run of wins. So you lot are doing well, so maybe you lot need to get cut down. Or also Liverpool, they're also meant to be clear favourites. Even if I don't think you lot are going to win the league, maybe I could see them get it. I don't know. There's a lot of ways to look at it. I actually can't figure it out which side I'm on yet. I really can't.
Lewis still trying to pick a side and that.
Yeah, I'm on the fence, man. It's the same thing with the Lampard debate. If I see both sides, I don't really want to pick one.
Okay, nah, I hear what you're saying, but the thing is, you're unbearable on the timeline. When Chelsea, you know what, you're that unbearable, yeah. That even when Chelsea are doing badly, you annoy me at times. You get what I'm saying? Your jokes be that good. You get what I'm saying? You man are nice.
Yeah, we needed Christensen to start, and that's why we lost. Something like that.
I love the Christians. I love the Christians at agenda. Ryan also says if we're playing well in matches, we wouldn't need to be complaining about referees. We are literally excuses FC. He's a Liverpool.
And you lot got more pens than Man United has.
Yeah, they got more pens than us. Yes, and Leicester are clear of everyone. Leicester are clear of everyone.
What, on penalties?
Yeah, Leicester are clear. Yeah. I swear they got at least like 5 penalties more than everybody else or something like that.
Mad. I think we've only had like 3, and they probably all come from Timo Werner.
Yeah,
something along the lines of that.
The thing is,
probably a bit more because we've missed some as well.
Somebody in the comments will be able to tell us. But when I seen the tally and it was the league table for penalties, Leicester were clear.
Actually, Leicester were clear. About 6 penalties. About
get your penalties agenda off your chest, fam. Go on.
No. I'm not even calling about penalties we should have had. Like, we've been shocking the last month. I don't care about none of that. I'm thinking about the amount that we've missed this season. It was Jorginho against Liverpool and Arsenal. I think, is there a third one? Or, I'm mistaken that for the Champions League one. But we missed a couple penalties this season as well. I don't know what's happened with Jorginho's technique, but either people are reading him out a bit more or his head's gone. I don't know. It's one or the other.
Oh, man, he's tried the Bruno thing and it hasn't worked, man. It's okay, and you know what I'm saying? Maybe Bruno can help on it.
Nick that off him.
Bruno, look at him.
That's just shocking, man.
Yo, he tried the Bruno. It's okay, innit? He tried the Bruno thing. Bruno is the only guy who can do short range penalties, long range penalties.
You know how jarring Bruno is a player, because he'll literally have the deadest game and get an assist.
He will. He literally will have a dead one, drop a 2 out of 10, and then man will get an assist or get a goal or something. You get what I'm saying?
United in a month, because Bruno's going to drop a stinker, and I won't even be able to take the piss until full time. Because then fucking Rashford or something will drop on the floor because he's been coached to do it, and then he'll get a penalty.
Look at the salt. I love to hear it. That is fantastic.
It's true, though. It's great. But it's also facts. You know exactly that's the way Bruno plays. It's half the reason why he's so good for you lot.
Yo, Bruno just exceptional.
Sometimes he just drops a disaster class. It's like, how the fuck have you still managed to get an assist?
Yeah, sometimes he was like against Burnley, he wasn't good. Like he was one of our worst players on the pitch in a good performance. And because he didn't get a goal or assist, it stuck out. The fact that Rashford got the assist, Pogba scored the goal. But normally that's a game where he'll grab a goal there or grab an assist and everyone will forget about it. But yeah, man, shout out Bruno in it.
Saying he don't turn up in the big games either. Like, I'm not going to say too much because we don't turn up in the big games either. So it is what it is. Bruno Fernandes has more through balls than our entire club does. So we've got our own problems to deal with. But I've heard he don't turn up in the big games.
That's being said, I did see the numbers, and the numbers aren't good for his impact in big games. That being said, though, if I remember correct, how have we done? We haven't done well in the big games recently. If I remember, I know it was Ollie's go-to for Ollie Inners. That was our go-to. Like he beat Pep 3 times. He did all right against Klopp. He beat Lampard 3 times, etc. And then we've kind of fallen off.
He's only lost Spurs, though, isn't he? Like, you lot still have to face Liverpool. You drew with us. That Arsenal game literally was going to be 0-0, but then Pogba made a stupid challenge. Like, that was the worst game of football I'd seen all season.
But it's the manner of those. It's the manner of the draw against you lot. It's the manner in which we got beat against Arsenal that people remember, that I remember. That's what the problem is.
We were both scoring the 0-0. Like, we were having so many defensive mistakes. We put 5 at the back just to be a bit more solid, but we had no threat going forward.
You had no threat going forward, but you lot are the away side. So even though it's not acceptable,
but that's just typical Chelsea.
It is what it is. Big up, guys, says Yared. Big up everyone who's locked in. Bro. Much appreciated. Here we go. Yeah, 60.
Ryan, you wanted Werner, so I don't know what you're saying, bro.
Big up, Ryan, man.
You had Werner twerking for you lot for months still. The problem is we haven't hugged the touchline every game. That's what the problem is.
There it is. That's the penalties right there that I was talking about. Does it come up? Yeah, there we go. Leicester 10, Liverpool 6, United 5. Because I swear there's one game where Leicester got like 3. Can't remember who it was against, but I remember there was a game. That's 5-2. And he got 2. Yeah, when they washed Man City in the Etihad, washed him. Yes, Danish. He's gonna be extreme here, but I fucks with this. He said 15 watching, hit the like button if you breathe oxygen. Hit the like button and that. You know what I'm saying? United Daily says the same. You man are all mods as well. But all right, let's get into the title of the video anyway. The agenda, or yeah, I'll just call it the agenda of the day. Even if United win at Anfield, I don't see Manchester United winning the league. And I'm saying this as a Manchester United fan. If you're tuning in now, you'll probably think that's Lewis saying that, and I'm disagreeing. But me, even if we win at Anfield and we go 6 points clear, I just don't believe that this manager is good enough. And I don't want to dog him. Yes, we're top of the league. Good evening, by the way, to everyone whose team's top of the league. And good night. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everyone who's top of the league. I was just getting into that and he said which team's top of the league. Because fuck's sake. Hey, we're top of the league soon. Don't worry. Thank you. Spotlight stealing tricky blues. We're coming back. Yeah, sure.
The world.
So as I was saying, I still don't believe with this manager, Manchester United can win this league, even if we get a morale boosting win at Anfield, win there for the first time since I think it's 2016, end their home record. What that will do for their confidence, that could shatter them. What that will do for Manchester United players' confidence could absolutely make it go through the roof. All that being said, I still don't see this manager getting the key decisions right down the road. There's still 20 games to go, I think, after this one. So that's why
we haven't gone through the halfway point until I think after this match day.
This is what I'm saying, and that being said,
match day.
Yeah, that being said, the last time we beat Liverpool at Anfield was on the 17th of January, and so read into that what you will, because everyone's talking about 21-21. Yeah, the last time we beat them is the same date, 2016. It was the exact same date. Sunday. No, not last season. Nah, the last time we beat them, which was, I think it was 2016. It might have been one matter. I'm not absolutely sure, but yeah, looking at
Anfield.
Yeah, last time we beat them at Anfield. Yeah,
I think it was 15-16.
2016 and that.
Yeah, I remember that one.
It was 2016. Oh yeah, I remember it, of course, as well. And obviously, I remember every victory of Man United at Anfield, and that's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I still don't believe we could top of the league. All these things in United's favor, all the injuries Liverpool are having, even with Klopp going in meltdown, I still don't see Manchester United winning this league title, simply because I don't think how Manchester United win matches with individual brilliance is sustainable for our league title win. That being said, if we manage to do it, that just goes to show how surreal football is. If Oli beats Manchester City's Pep's Manchester City and Klopp's Liverpool to a league title, like that would be crazy. But you already mentioned it already, Lewis, that you agree with me in sense of you don't see Manchester City. You don't see Manchester United winning a league title, even if they win at Anfield. So let us know why.
Nah, you lot don't even rate your manager. So I'm thinking you lot are screaming 21 is coming, but you're screaming sack your manager. Like, make it make sense, please. If you think you got a title charge, then you gotta back your manager and you gotta believe in him. That if you don't believe in him, then what are you talking about a title challenge? Like, you lot can manage it for the entire season. Like, you're in good form right now, but cool. Form comes and goes. Like, I don't believe this team can be consistent. I don't believe your manager can be consistent. Your manager's substitutions are about as bad as our manager's substitutions are sometimes. Maybe even worse. Like, and you think this is going to go on for 4 or 5 months? Yeah, it's not happening.
It is a strange league. People are saying it there. Ronan said it's a strange league. Anything can happen. He also said, I don't want to hear this energy, even if it's true. I don't want to hear it. And that's the thing is, you've heard me say this, Lewis. I am going to ride this till the wheels fall off. Do I believe in my heart of hearts Manchester United can win this league? Absolutely not. Is that going to stop me from singing 21 and 21?
Nah. Oh, he was just making a good point.
Yeah. Is that going to stop? Yeah, I'm back. But 2-2s, hold it down. Let me jump out and jump back in. 1 sec.
Yeah, that's calm. Right, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Do you lot think Manchester United have a serious chance of winning the Premier League? I don't care. I'm a rival fan, but I'm still saying I don't believe it because you lot don't back your manager. You lot have a good squad, I can't lie, but maybe a better manager would take you back into the Premier League title. But I don't think it's going to happen this time still.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's where I think certain Manchester United fans do genuinely believe we can. They're very few and far between, though.
Like, I do the exact same thing.
Yeah, of course.
It don't mean it will happen.
Yeah, there's very, very, very few and far between what I think fans that I've legitimately spoke to, whether it's on here or in real life, and they're like, we can win the league. No one believes it because no one rates our manager. Like, that's what it is. Nobody believes we can win a league title solely based off it. But don't get mistaken, if Manchester United somehow miraculously managed to win this league title, this was off individual brilliance. It was like 90% that, which shouldn't happen against teams of this caliber. It's not like there's one big team to topple. We would have toppled Liverpool and the club, and we would have toppled City and the Pep. Like, to me, that's makes the Premier League surreal. And I don't want to hear anything again about the Premier League being the best quality in the world. I don't want to hear anything again about Pep being. This takes. Let me get into this. This takes Pep and Klopp out of the GOAT situation, out of the GOAT category. They're out of the GOAT conversation if they get beat to a league title by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It takes them out of it, surely. You know what I mean? I was going to save that one for next week, but we'll get into that this week. Like, surely that takes them out of that conversation. If they get beat to this league title by...
just scream about injuries and lack of rotation because of the amount of games they had, even though they played their entire starting 11 against BTEC sports students at Aston Villa. All of our managers are hypocrites, man. They play our entire first team in meaningless games and then they'll complain about the fixture list. Like,
yes.
Play the youth then.
Play the youth in it. Why?
I wanted Tino Andrin against Everton because we had no wingers for that game. We played Tammy Abraham at right wing. For what? I mean, I'd rather him on the right side than in the middle because he can't head for shit.
Yeah, but he's big though. Surely he should be able to work on his head in big Tammy. You know what I'm saying?
People are saying it's because of his inexperience that he's not as good in the air, and Drogba was the exact same thing. Which I hope it's that, because if he don't get any better, then it's peak. A guy of his frame, a guy of his size, should be dominating in the air, but he doesn't. He doesn't dominate in the air. He gets bodied. I like Tammy as well. His hold-up play's got so much better, and he's learned a lot from Olivier Giroud. And to be honest, he is a bit clinical, to be honest. He is good, really good on his feet, as long as the ball doesn't, as long as he's not caught dribbling in close quarters, because then as when he looks bad, he looks terrible. But the only thing that he's terrible at is his aerial ability. That's the one thing that he really needs to improve on. That and his first touch.
He does, but to me, he's your third best striker though. So the fact that he's playing ahead of Werner down the middle, ahead of Giroud down the middle is wild to me. But that shows Lampard's inexperience.
I don't want him up front as long as we play this system, because crossing to Werner is stupid. You got less chance of Tammy putting the ball in the back of the net.
I was going to say, but again, that comes down to inexperience as a manager.
We were crossing a 5'11" Timo Werner and 5'8" Christian Pulisic, and people said defense was amazing. Yeah, and people said defense was amazing. We gave him the easiest job of the season. Beat Christian Pulisic in the air.
Yo, big up everyone who's locked in on the Twitter, on the Periscope. Make sure you retweet and like the tweet, and then get over to the YouTube Sarcasm City TV and hit the like button on the video, and the numbers have just jumped up. Salute everyone. Make sure you follow Lewis across all his platforms. Carefree Lewis G across everything. I'm correct in saying that, isn't it? On your YouTube, also your Twitter as well. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Now I get what you're saying there about the Manchester City. Just the way you put things makes me laugh. But I get what you're saying there about not wanting to play Werner. So if he wants to cross the ball, why does he not just play Giroud up top?
I don't know why we don't play Giroud as much. And it's the same thing we said last season. Olivier, maybe it's the same thing we did last season, where we're just resting him for the key moments of the season, because he dragged us to top four towards the run-in. But for right now, I don't see why we don't play him. He's the only player in our attack and our midfield that has any threat in the air. So it's like we've got some hope with Olivier Giroud as our only focal point if we're going to spam crosses, other than if it's just Timo Werner or Tammy Abraham. Because I see the Fulham game as the same thing. These men are going to play five at the back, and they're going to pack the middle of the pitch. So what are we going to do? We're going to pass sideways. And what happens when you pass the ball sideways? You whip the ball in from across, and that's exactly what's going to happen all game. So if we're going to do that, don't play Werner in the middle. Play him on the right, where at the very least he's on his comfortable right foot. He can hit a cross or hit a shot across the face of goal, other than coming in off the left and just being predictable all the time. But if it's not Olivier Giroud, I don't know what we're going to do in that game. I want to be confident. It is Fulham. It's Fulham, man. If we lose to Fulham, first time since 2006.
Ooh, Fulham did just do a job on Spurs, though. I remember that.
Yeah, I could see a draw happening, because that's all Fulham are doing in recent games.
Yeah, the last
but
four.
A loss can't happen. We cannot lose to these, man.
Where is it? Is it at the Bridge or is that at Fulham?
Craven Cottage.
Is that Craven Cottage? Okay. That's going to be interesting. I'm looking. And is it Saturday or Sunday?
So yeah, tomorrow 5:30.
Tomorrow. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna tune into that one actually. I don't even think I've got a live stream, so I'm definitely gonna be watching
watch along as well.
You know what? I will do. If you do not watch along, man will jump on still.
Gee, nice.
I'll jump on the watch along. Yeah. That's calm. But yeah, back to the point what I was making in terms of what I don't understand is how Ollie inners can't understand why certain Manchester United fans are Ollie out. The fact that we can go 6 points clear at the top of the league and nobody is taking us seriously as title contenders. And it's not because of the squad. It's not because of the players we have. It's the manager. So it's like, why can't people... And the thing is, I would love Ollie. I think there's one or two people who are Ollie in who I've spoke to who genuinely believe we can win the league. One of them is Jeremiah. I'm surprised he's not here. He's the most optimistic Manchester United fan I've ever seen in my life. He's our version of Ty. Yeah. He's our version of Ty, innit? He was talking about we were going to beat Burnley 4-0 and that Martial hat-trick. He was going all out. Yeah. This is what he's saying. This is what he was saying. Nice. So he's our version of Ty and then one other. And it's like nobody believes we can win this league. And I want to be sold the dream. Somebody please put together a great argument. As I'm ready to be sold the dream. I'm ready to buy in on that. But nobody has putting forward a great argument. Just the usual cliche. It's a weird season.
If
It's
you
an
lot
irregular
are
season.
going to win the league, you'll believe it by the end of February. Seriously, if you're
Ooh,
actually
you
at the
think?
same point, yeah,
I'm not. I won't be
we
convinced
could
if we're
stay
there
top
by
of
the
the
end of the
league for
game.
an entire month. And I think if I get your recent games up, I know you got to play Arsenal soon. You got
Arsenal
to
the end
play
of the month.
us as well.
Yeah.
You're gonna have Europa League football in between both of that too. Who else have you got? Yeah, you got Liverpool, you got Fulham, Liverpool again in the cup, Sheffield United, Arsenal, Southampton, Everton, West Brom. How many league games have you got? I've only got to the 13th of February.
Bare league games, you got to think all the games are crunched in together.
Yeah, and then you got Sociedad in the Europa
to come back
League,
as well. Yeah.
Newcastle, and then you got the Thursday in the Europa League, and then you face Chelsea at the Bridge, and then you got Manchester City at the start of March. If you get through all of that and you're still top of the league or you're still very close to Liverpool, you'll probably believe it by then.
I won't. You get me? I won't, but you know when I start believing.
How many games have I just got? Like, I went through all those games. I think if you lot are still top of the league by that point, then I'd start taking you a bit more seriously.
You might take us a bit more seriously. I know this manager. I am not taking it seriously until, well, if we have 3 games to go and we're still within touching and we're still
but
we're
take
clear on level.
Arsenal, Southampton, Everton, Chelsea, and Man City. That's a really good, and potentially Liverpool as well.
But that's if the thing is, we might draw some of those games, and then because City drop points, Chelsea drop points, Liverpool drop points, we still managed to be top. Like when Jason McAteer came out on Sky and said we're in a false position. No, Manchester United are not in a false position. We accumulated more points than anybody else. That's why we're top of the league. I do get the point of the fact that we can't trust this team. We know this team's inconsistent. Yeah, someone mentioned it here about we've been the most consistent team this calendar year. Cool, but that don't equal trophies. That's what I'm looking at. You know, equal. Ronan, let me ask you, don't believe we can win the league. And you're Ollie in. This is what I'm saying. People back this man, and that's not a criticism. I'm just using that as an example for people to understand. Ronan, who is here on a regular basis, is Ollie in, backs the team, backs the manager. We have the potential to go 6 points clear, and people
does he think they can win the league?
Nah, he doesn't believe that. Nah.
I was going to say, if he does, I want to hear what he has to say.
Yeah. I'm with it. Somebody sell me in the. Is there anyone Manchester United fan, non-Manchester United fan in the comments who genuinely believes Manchester United can win this league and what go further than that? Say we're going to put a hypothetical. United win at Anfield on Sunday. Does that strengthen it for you? Like, let us know. Nobody really, like, look, United Daily says my great argument equals we got ballers. That's it. We literally rely on our individual players, our attacking players, because we have quality. This is why before every Manchester United game, I predict us to win matches simply because of the quality we have. It's nothing to do with the manager. Ollie's never going to put together a tactical masterclass. You get what I'm saying? He's never going to do something different like play. All right, he played a back 3 with no DM and it worked. Or he did what Mourinho did to you lot when he was there, when he had Herrera, Mark Hazard. Ollie's never going to do something.
You remember when you beat us 3 games on the bounce? All 3 of those games, I was sitting there thinking, how the fuck have we lost that? Even the 4-0 one, like, it was Lampard's first game, and we were just horrible in the transition from attack to defense. And to be fair to Ollie, that's probably the best tactical thing he did. He just capitalized on that. 4 counter-attacks, 4 goals, but it didn't feel like a 4-0 game. Tammy Abraham scores instead of hitting the post in 6 minutes is a different game. The 2-1 in the cup, 2 set pieces, Rashford penalty, Rashford free kick that he's never ever gonna score again in his life.
Insult, I love it.
The jabbiness, it pissed me off because I saw him standing up for it. I was like, he's not scoring this. No way. Usually I record set pieces when I'm vlogging. I didn't even record this one. I was like, he's not scoring this. I don't give a shit.
I love it.
The other side of the pitch again. And then I just saw Willie try and climb for as much as he could. Never got near.
Long range free kick.
He never scores that before. He never scores that again.
Never.
At the bridge. And then 2-0. 2 goals taken off by VAR, and Harry Maguire, who should have been sent off, scoring the second. BS.
I love this
absolute BS.
But every
game I'm coming out of it, I'm like, how did we lose to Ole again? How?
There you go. This is my whole point. You said
even
there
3-0 in the cup. Like, we were just in a really bad point with Sarri.
Was that Pogba when Pogba scored the diving header at the bridge?
Yeah. And
That
also
game
2 terrible moves from Marcus Alonso, who is just an awful left back.
That game we deserved it, but you know what that was? That wasn't full-time manager Ollie. That was interim Ollie. If interim Ollie shows up, we can win this league. And that I don't know where he's gone. We need to go get interim Ollie back because interim Ollie was different, playing different formations, playing on the front foot. This guy went to the bridge. I think we played with a false 9 and that, and I think Lingard was in the false 9 or something crazy. We had Lingard dancing at the Emirates, something mad like yeah, he did. He played with the false 9. And we played very well at the bridge. This is my whole point. He was playing different form, 4-3-3s, gave me 4-4-2 diamond. We need to get him back. If interim manager Ollie shows up, we have a chance. But this full-time guy, I don't know. But Pulisic says it here. I'm not being salty. United are relying on moments and Pogba, Bruno, Rashford, and Martial. We are. That's us. This is what we do.
But that also means you're capable of those moments.
Yes, but to win a whole league title over a course of 38-game season, I
don't think you have enough of what it takes anyway. But it goes both ways.
This is what I'm saying, innit? Jupe says, big up Flawless. See, United Daily, and these are United fans, and we're top of the league saying, Flawless, I hear you, bro. You can't trust Man United. Just can't trust his manager because he's going to get key decisions wrong. I look at our 2 cup exits. Look at our Carabao Cup exit. Look at our Champions League exit. They fall both heavily on the manager.
Yeah, I can't lie. That Champions League exit was just banter.
Yeah, I hated you at that point and that. You know what I'm saying?
That was hilarious. I was streaming at my mate's yard. And they were watching the United game in the other room, and he's just crying. It was annoying, though. I hated that we had you on the same Champions League day. Why can't we just get Man City for once? I don't care about Man City. But we always have to get you lot on the same day, or it's Arsenal, and I can't watch them getting piped in the Champions League. This is years back, by the way.
Yeah, this is years back, because when's the last time Arsenal been in the Champions League? Yeah, it's been like...
Bro, I don't know, but I started uni, and I finished uni, and they still haven't played in the Champions League, so...
Is the thing Aubameyang's never played in the Champions League for them?
Nah, he hasn't, you know.
He's never played in the Champions League.
That's why he was twerking for Chelsea this time last year, but we said no because of the contract.
Shots fired. Shots
Bro,
fired.
It's true. Aubameyang was our second choice. Werner was our first.
Oh, was it Werner? Okay. All right. Ronan says, come on, Flawless, keep an open mind on Ollie. He's growing into the role and showing improvements. I'm with you. I'm fully open. Even though I'm Ollie, I'm fully open. When he gets it right, I give him praise. I give him his flowers. But I can't forget the 2 cup exits we've had this season. I can't forget certain games where he's failed to make changes, and it's easy. I'm not even asking him to do complicated stuff. I'm asking him to do the bare minimum. So this is why I hope you're right, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him growing into the role and showing improvements. I just think we have a very good team.
And I respect his optimism, but
hey, I respect it. I wish I had it. And that.
Yeah, I'm the same thing with my manager. Like, I like Lampard. I really do. And I actually think he could change things up. And that's all he needs to do to make things work. But I just keep seeing the same formation and the same BS. And it's like, I can't back the same mistakes being made consistently. And I'm not Lampard out. I'm nowhere near that. But I'm hanging on the fence nicely. Because I see why people are Lampard out. And people who are Lampard out shouldn't be getting disrespected and being called fake fans. Because there are Lampard out fans who have been Lampard out since day one, since before he got the job. And the same things that they're saying would be going wrong are going wrong. So how can we criticize them and say that they're wrong? Lampard can improve things, and I do think he has the capabilities to do it. But fix up. Like, hurry up. Like, we ain't got time for this. That's what my mind is. If top 4's gone, if we can't get top 4, we look like we can't get top 4, we will be sacked. And I don't want him to be the first man just sacked out of Ole and Arteta as well, because I can't have that over my head. Now, I still say Lampard's better than the pair of them. I don't care. If he gets sacked first, it's because Chelsea have higher standards and they will not allow failure the same way United and Arsenal will do. And that's the difference.
I love the agendas running. This is great. This is why
it's true. Like a more serious board would have sacked Ole by now. A more serious Arsenal board would have sacked Arteta by now. Neither of them would have lasted that long at Chelsea. Lampard only gets it because it's Lampard.
He's Lampard. I think Ollie, I agree with you to an extent on Ollie. There's times when he could have been sacked. That being said, there's times where he's been a game away to me from getting sacked. I think this season, the Everton game was literally before the international break. United were on a terrible run of form going into that. And I said, if we lose here, I see him getting sacked. We went 1-0 down to a typical Manchester United defensive errors. There was multiple errors. It was a long ball. Who won it in the air? It might have been Dominic Calvin-Lewandowski, and Bernard ended up scoring, and we made like 3 mistakes. And I'm thinking, I'm watching the game, and I'm like, all right, these players are going to give up. They done. These man turned up. Luke Shaw putting in perfect crosses to Bruno Fernandes and that great goals, etc. And we won that game out of canter. Like, easily won that game. So that being said, I do get what you're saying in regards to Ollie, but I think every time we get to that point, the players have turned up. These players, there's a meme going around about it, and it's like every time Ollie's about to get sacked, the Manchester United squad turned into this, and it's like Barca from 06. You know what I'm saying? Arteta, I blame you lot. I think Arteta I think if he loses to you lot at the Emirates, the Brighton game becomes a sackable game.
The worst result of the Abramovich era, man. I can't even. But I got gassed for Chelsea because our fans were moving like pussies for this game. Like, this is the worst Arsenal side in 50 years. If I can't be confident for this game, when can I ever be confident for Chelsea Arsenal? And we let a bunch of uni students and Granit Xhaka run rings around our midfield for 90 minutes.
Granit Xhaka and El Neni. You know what I mean? A double pivot. Adam Smith-Rowe in the 10.
Like, even the thought of the game just disgusts me. Like, it don't anger me. It genuinely disgusts me. Like, we could have just won that game easily, but we fucked that game up and in turn fucked up the Aston Villa game as well. Because we now had to chase the Arsenal game for 90 minutes, where any decent team would have just got an easy goal or two against them and just sat back and protected the lead for the rest of the game, which is what I just wanted us to do. Yeah. But no, we played Timo Werner on the left and put Christian Pulisic out on the right. Played 2 injured fullbacks in this game because this mattered more than Aston Villa for some reason. And then didn't sub on Olivier Giroud when we were spamming crosses all game. The whole game is so stupid. Like, I stand by everything I said. Arsenal are a dead team. I don't care.
Oh yeah, they are.
How did we lose to them?
I have no idea.
Like, it makes sense. You lot was just a Deadpool Pogba challenge in the box. That's it. It was going to end 0-0 regardless, but
it was going 0-0.
You gave them with us. Like, they haven't scored an open play goal they scored 1 open play goal in about 6 weeks, and we let them score the third goal from their goal to ours through ground passes. The ball went straight from one side of the pitch to the other, and we didn't touch it once.
Oh, that's a damning stat, you know. And it's Arsenal. It's not like it's silky Arsenal under Wenger. Yeah. You got a point.
Reaction when the third goal went in, it was just pure disgust.
Yeah. I understand. I was doing
watching. This is some shameless football, bro. Have Timo Werner playing like Lukaku with his first touch. And it's just Reece James and Inshallah, and he's having a bad game, and everyone's saying, "Oh, you said Reece James is the best right back in the league." Well, he is, but when he's injured, he isn't. What do you want me to tell you? Tierney had a banging game. Wasn't hard. First goal shouldn't have even stood. That wasn't a penalty. It's a man's sport, man. I'm here. I barely touched him, bro.
Lewis is disgusted by this still.
That whole game is disgusting. Granit Xhaka, when does he ever score a free kick like that?
Yeah, that's true. When I see that, I was like, yeah.
I was praising it, but in my head, I was thinking, you'll never ever fucking do this shit. But you do it against Chelsea. This is like the Rashford free kick all over again. It's always against Chelsea, man. It's like screamers against Kepa. Oh, what a goal against Chelsea. Nah, Kepa tax. But it's always some bullshit.
You having flashbacks, isn't it? This is great, yo. This is great. Keep going.
It's been a bad last few weeks, but it is what it is. Hopefully we turn things around against Fulham, but just get a result, please. Because this is embarrassing. We have one of the best squads in the league, you know.
Say that again.
We have one of the best squads in the league, you know, but we play so badly that we look dead. To be fair, it's half on the players too. Our pressing is a joke.
But that also comes from the manager, though. This is why when you say that Lampard is clear of Ollie and Arteta, I've said this before and I say this again. I look at Lampard the same way I look at Ollie as a United fan. But
Lampard can't be responsible for Mateo Kovacic jogging in the midfield, or Hakim Ziyech walking in a counter attack from the opposition.
Yeah, but
he can't be blamed for stuff like that.
He's not blamed for that, but then okay, you make sure that never happens again. Under Mourinho's doing, even now, Mourinho's doing something crazy if someone's doing that. If that's Ziyech at Chelsea and Mourinho's the manager and Ziyech does that, he's hauling him off. Or he's calling him out
Eden Hazard, he didn't do that, and Eden Hazard couldn't track back. He never tracked back. We lost the Champions League semi-final to Atletico Madrid because he didn't track back once.
Also, though, the reason why you give him a blie to an extent is because he's won you league title.
Hazard. Exactly.
Yeah, he's Eden Hazard.
He gets away with it because he was the worst trainer ever. Like, he apparently used to train with no shoes and shit, half-assed, be the worst player on the pitch, and then just ball out when it came to match day.
That's it. That's what people don't understand is we're fickle.
Same way, that's meant to be Hakim Ziyech as well.
There you go. But he hasn't delivered you the league title yet. But I guarantee if he delivers you a league title, you put up with stuff. You put up with the extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you will do that as a football fan. Like, people complain this, that, and the third about Pogba. Because Pogba's now turned it on, 99% of people are shut up about him. Literally because we're in a good run of form and we're top of the league. And if he wins us a league title, 99% of them people are going to shut up.
I'm not going to lie. Your fans with Paul Pogba is a madness.
Yeah, man, they just don't like him.
I saw this one video. There was someone just raging about Paul Pogba for about 2 minutes. It was a mad one. Was this straight after the Burnley game as well?
I have no idea. I know the clip you're talking about. I've not watched it. You get me? Because I was too busy. I'm too busy catching joke on Twitter, and you get me getting my jokes off, saying good evening to everyone who's
support. I've seen on Red Talk. Red Talk is hilarious, man.
Yeah, man.
I pop it even half the time. I hate it because some Chelsea fan pops in and just goes, "You all go off on Frank Lampard," and the worst part is can't say a damn word right now because we can't even win a game. Do you know?
You win a ninth, innit? It's great stuff.
Yeah, it's dreads, man. I think 2 wins takes us back into a top 4 race, but we shouldn't even be in top 4. We're looking at top 3 minimum, and I'm still calling
top 4. You man have to be top 4.
We just have to get over 66 points for me because that's progression. Right now, we're not getting that. We're getting less than that. The projected score. So that's why Lampard is under pressure because we're statistically doing worse than we did last season.
I did see that. Yeah, his points total is the lowest of any manager in the Abramovich era.
His win percentage is the worst out of any manager in the Abramovich era. But I understand that because he's had the least experienced Chelsea squad in the Abramovich era as well. So it goes hand in hand.
It goes hand in hand, but I'm still expecting more. Like I've said before, and I say again.
No, I get that. I've personally given Lampard until the end of January because Spurs away straight is the first match of February. And if we're still taking the piss by then, maybe we do need a new manager. But
I hope you keep him anyway, because to me it looks like he's not the guy for the job. That's what I'm looking like. He's not the guy for the job.
I'm on the fence. I'm happily on the fence because I want to give him a few more games. But same way he needs to start showing it.
Hey, yo, Uglygram, I give Ollie his props. We're currently top of the league. He's getting it right. One thing I do give Ollie major props for as well is the way he's handled this Pogba situation. He has handled this perfectly because he could have easily tried to get more of the fans on side, dropped Pogba, frozen him out, said he's never going to play for the club again. But no, he's brought him in. And he's also, I don't know if this is due to Ollie or due to Pogba, he's got Pogba playing higher up the pitch. Pogba is playing higher up the pitch and influencing matches. And that's been there. We've seen it against Burnley scoring the winning goal. We've seen it with the man of match performance against Aston Villa. We've seen it against Leipzig where he not only played a part in winning the penalty, he also scored a terrific header. There's other games, the Sheffield United game, like he's playing higher up the pitch. And this is all we've been asking for. This is all I've been asking for as a Manchester United fan. Play our attacking midfielder as an attacking midfielder.
Pogba's an attacking midfielder. You can say he could play anywhere, but that doesn't mean he'll be good anywhere as well. He's at his best in the attacking third. It's the same thing as Kai Havertz. You got to play to his strengths.
Play to their strengths. Like, yes, Pogba can do a job playing as a 6 because he has the passing range. I don't want him picking up the ball off the Gea and picking up the ball off our centre-backs. But that is, I do give Ollie props. Don't get mistaken. People just miss that. Like I said, we're top of the league due to results. He's getting it right currently. He's getting it right with the formations he's picking, but that's what's going to be key on Sunday. Does he get it right at Anfield? That's what that is. Let me get to some more of the comments here. All right, here we go. Uglygram question for you. Lewis, question for you from Uglygram. Lewis, a question. How good is Callum Hudson-Odoi?
He's been our best winger over the last few weeks. Probably our best attacker overall. If he doesn't start against Fulham, I'm having another genuine question with Frank Lampard where it's like, what are you doing, man? Because right now he is better than Christian Pulisic. I've already said I want Pulisic wrapped in cotton wool for the rest of the season. I don't care if he plays 1 game a week, 30 minutes a week. I don't care. Make sure this guy doesn't get another muscle injury. Otherwise, we could permanently lose this guy to injuries. This guy, I like him. Quality winger, but he ain't been better than Hudson-Odoi this season. He hasn't had the game time, but when he's played, Hudson-Odoi at the start of the season wasn't looking decent, but he's been probably our best winger throughout the month. And it was really unlucky he got an injury when we actually needed a goal, when we actually needed a winger in the games against Everton and Wolves. But Arsenal came on, was our best player on the pitch. Aston Villa was our best winger that game. Manchester City came on, was our best winger in that game and got a goal. He should be playing more games. He is a really good. I think his numbers are showing he's one of the deadliest wingers in terms of bringing the ball into the box in the Premier League with the limited game time that he's had. So he is a quality player. Like the hype about Hudson-Odoi is real. He just don't get the game time to justify it.
To me, every time I watch him, he seems like one of your best players. I watch you lot when you were 3-0 down to West Brom. He came on and he made an impact and made a difference with just typical.
Havertz and Hudson-Odoi link up excellently together.
What is it?
They linked up as well for the Man City goal. He was our only creative winger in that game, by the way. The only one testing any of the defenders, trying to take them on 1v1s. He got overcrowded eventually, but he did well for himself. He did better than Pulisic or Werner did, or Ziyech, who just got crowded out the entire first half because we brought him back too early from injury, because we were panicking. Like, the lineup looked great, but then we realized the system was the problem. And it's also the fact that we don't play Hudson-Odoi as much as he should. He better play against Fulham.
He has to play against Fulham. I've said this surely, innit? Does Lampard just not like him?
No, I don't know what it's been the last few weeks. I mean, the last few weeks. I don't really know what it's been. At the start of the season, I got it because he wasn't really playing well whenever he did play. But he's been brilliant ever since the Arsenal game. But we keep playing Werner on the left wing. Or there we play Werner up front and then we spam crosses into him. We just need to play Hudson-Odoi. I don't know how we play Timo Werner other than if it's on the right-hand side, but we need to be giving Hudson-Odoi more game time.
I would say so. I think you need to give him more game time as well. Like, definitely. Every time I see him, he looks like one of your best players. I think he's quality. As a winger, he's young, he's quick, can take on a man, cross.
That's why Bayern Munich want him. And he barely even plays for us over the last 2 seasons, but they keep coming back in for him. Bayern Munich have the best talent ID in Europe. If they want Hudson-Odoi, there is a reason they want Hudson-Odoi, because they know what this kid is capable of. He is that good. He needs to start getting the game time to justify it.
I hear that. Shout out to Ronan, who says, if Leicester can win it, why not us? Because Leicester had a better manager at the time. That's why.
Leicester can win the league.
Yeah, he's talking about the league, innit? Like when Leicester won it. So he's saying when Leicester won it, how come this Manchester United team can't win it? Because Leicester have a better manager. That's why. With a clear game plan and clear instruction. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened.
And I think they're better players at that point as well. Riyad Mahrez and that season was ridiculous. N'Golo Kante, Drinkwater, Wes Morgan, Jamie Vardy. They had a good group of players who peaked at the right time.
They all peaked at the right time. Obviously, I would take our squad over theirs, but the manager's key. They had a clear game plan. You know, week in, week out, how they're going to line up and what they're going to do. Plus, they didn't have to. Also, people forget this about Leicester. They didn't have to topple 2 great sides. They did.
Everyone had a bad season. Arsenal and Spurs were meant to be competing for the title, and they both bowled it so bad. Leicester City won it. Chelsea, I don't know what we were doing that season. We were on a madness that first half of the season, like Eva and Jose and everything like that. Manchester United, you had possession football, Van Gaal.
Yep.
Liverpool were 9th in the table.
Yep.
Like, it was open season. And City as well. Like, they were just average under Pellegrini.
Was it not? Was it
Pellegrini? No, it was
Pellegrini. Oh, it's Pellegrini.
Yeah. Pep got out halfway through the season, and it was just banter season from then.
See, so that's why I don't think
see how easy it was for Leicester City as well. It was only Arsenal and Spurs. Arsenal, who are terrible in the second half of the season, as per usual, and Spurs, who bottled it as usual.
I hear you. Hey, you lot still on my case about this. So Uglygram says flawless. Mane over Rashford on form. Flawless hanging in the up block. Nah, so what it is, so obviously I was on United Central with Saeed. It was me, him, and shout out James Redmond and that, you know what I'm saying?
Big up James.
Big up James each and every time. And we was doing it on form, a combined 11. So we got to
Montpellier coming back.
Who is it? What's going on?
Montpellier, Monaco, they were 3-0 up. It's now 3-2.
Okay. Yeah. So
What were you saying?
Yeah, and we was doing a combined 11, and then we got to the wide left. Bear in mind, Rashford and Mane both got in. So James was saying Mane, and Saeed was saying Rashford. No. So we had, I think it was Mane, Salah, Rashford. That was the front three. Rashford's form hasn't been good. We was doing the form of the last 5 or 6 games.
Hotter over Salah.
Yeah, possible.
I'm not gonna lie. Penalty merchant, massive penalty merchant. Shoot me if you want. Great player, quality player, one of the best players in the league. Massive penalty merchant. I don't care what anyone says.
I hear you. See, that's the thing. So when we was doing it, I'm like, Rashford, even though he scored in clutch moments at times, his form hasn't been good. His overall form has not been great. And then James is telling us about Mane. Obviously, I don't watch Liverpool week in, week out. So I'm like, I get your point. Rashford, it's hard to make a case. Even when I check Rashford's stats in terms of goals and assists, it wasn't all that in the past 5-6 games, even though he is a clutch player. He's not been great. We haven't been great. Yes, he scored against Wolves, the winning goal, the deflected goal. We were awful that game. Against Manchester City, he wasn't too good. Against Burnley, okay, he set up the winning goal, but that was pretty much it. He's a moments player. So yeah, you lot, get off my case about that. I was there to try and... That's what it is.
Say that again?
I agree. Did I break up? I said I was there to be the level-headed one in that. Yeah. I said, flawless. That tells you the players love the manager. They do. Ollie as my manager is fantastic. These players love the manager because every time it looks like he's going to be sacked, these men turn up. I say this, if Ollie had an assistant who was inexperienced like Ancelotti, I'm all for it. It's just his lack of how slow he is to react. I'm watching games on TV and I can see the momentums with the other team, but he'll wait until we concede a goal and then not change it or concede 2 goals. Like, you can see the momentum shifting. What are you doing? You might as well have been on watch-alongs with us watching the game. Look at the Manchester City game. He did nothing to affect that game. Absolutely nothing to affect it whatsoever. Brought on Mason Greenwood 10 minutes to go. Donny van der Beek 4 minutes to go, and that's the only thing he did. It's like, come on, man. But give him props because we top of the league. I will give him props for that each and every time.
Oh my God. That's what's the just a falafel minamino.
Yo, yeah, I love that. Yo, I love that. Shout out, it was Jack who said that. Yo, my God. See you, Jack.
That's not funny. That's not even funny, man.
It's funny,
it's not funny, man.
It's funny, fam. You know it's funny. Oh, you lot a joke, terrible, man. Yes, like the video, like you get me.
Yes, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Roll to 2K subs on Sarcasm City TV. Make sure. I agree with you here, Danish. If I see Byron Pogba in the lineup on Sunday, nah, he's fit. He's all right. Yeah, he's all right. Because he played against Burnley, and he came through that.
Oh, I heard he was injured the game before. I was thinking, raw. This guy really didn't play one game and get injured again.
He was. He got clattered.
I was going to say next Ruben. Like, actually, no, Ruben's on his way back. He had a really good game against Fulham.
He did play well, even though he should have done better with that goal against the volley against Spurs.
Yeah, but his ball progression was good though.
Yeah, he was good.
I think he got the most fouls in the game too, most shots as well in the game. He was really good. He looks like he's coming back to his best. I'm glad he's not playing.
Yeah, man. Big up on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. The falafel minamino was someone saying Keros is available as well. Yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But like I said, still, people, man saying, Lewis, we need you on Rant's show soon still. I'm sure that will come and that'd be hilarious.
Hey, soon come. We got Chelsea United soon.
See, there you go. So it will happen. But yeah, back to the original, before we close out the show, back to the original title and why. This is my prime example. Nobody in the comments is convinced. Nobody is convinced. The only man that is worried about winning this league title is Klopp. Nobody's convinced. And that goes to showing it. I'm ready to be sold on it, but no one can tell me the dream. I'm just asking to someone put together a reasonable argument. You know what I'm saying? And that literally, that's what it is. Yeah, it's calm, Lewis, no stress.
Yeah, I ain't been hearing a lot from you guys as well. Big up, what was his name? Ronan. Because he's the only one optimistic right now. But You think that's the thing with fans in general? Negativity reigns supreme, because I've seen the same thing with the Lampard in and out stuff. Since the Arsenal game, it's turned heavy Lampard out. Like we were doing streams on my channel. I've got like 1 or 2 Lampard fans, and the rest are all out.
Here's the thing with that, though. I think yes, some fans are too negative, but then I think some fans are too optimistic. I don't think you can be either or. I think you need a balanced argument. That's why I always try and bring, even though I'm Ollie out, I praise Ollie when he does well. But I'm still going to bring, nobody can bring me a legit.
Oh.
Yeah, back, yeah? Am I back? Yeah. I'm saying nobody can bring me a legitimate argument as to why Manchester United can win this league. No one. It's all the same cliches. It's in a regular season. Anything can happen. Leicester won it. There's nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? In that, nothing like that whatsoever. Absolutely nada. You know what I'm saying?
There's too much unpredictability around the season for Manchester United to be the consistent factor in that. It just don't make sense.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. It don't make, and nobody, whether you're a United fan or a rival fan, nobody's got it. Ronan, you say are the players convinced? I think the players believe it. Yes. If you look at the celebration, I think the players are convinced, but they will be though. You know what I'm saying?
If they aren't convinced, then I question them more than the fucking manager, to be honest.
Yeah. Does Ollie believe? Yes, I reckon he probably does. You know what I'm saying? Do the players believe?
The main aim for them is just to continue getting wins. They're probably going to say, don't look too much into the title. But didn't Rashford already come out and say, like, if we finish second or third, I don't see it as a good season?
There you go, in it. Like, that tells you all you need to know. They want to win trophies.
Convinced.
Yeah, and they're convinced because of the talent. They look around in that squad and see, right, we have a lot of talent here. And there's plenty of talent in the squad. I just look at the manager. Timothy Lee says, how many games left in the season do you need to be convinced we can win the title? Let's see if we're top. 3 games to go. If we get to the 35 game mark and we're still, say, 1.2 points off top, or we're clear or we're level, that's when I believe. I just don't trust this manager. I've seen us go out.
What's your last 2 games this season saying?
I'm not sure. Yeah, check them out actually for me, please. Here's the thing. I've seen us go out of the Champions League, and that just haunts me. Because as soon as the Fred thing happened, I'm worried already, because I'm like, Fred's going to get sent off here because he should have been sent off. As soon as he doesn't get sent off.
Home, Fulham away, and Wolves away. No, Leicester at home, Fulham at home, Wolves away.
That's a tough 3 games. We haven't won at Molineux since. Yeah, we haven't won at Molineux since they've been back in the Premier League. We haven't won at Molineux. It's mad. So that's why, innit? But yeah, man, that's why I try and be. I appreciate that, Ronan. He says, I respect your balance and reason analysis. I always try and bring reasons behind everything. You know what I mean? Salute, man. Much appreciated. Mentality is key. And I think winning at Anfield could turn a lot of people who don't believe into believers. Do I personally believe? No. But let's go in it. You know what I'm saying? And that, let's go. But yeah, Lewis, before we close out the show, let them know where they can find you, what you got going on, etc.
Yeah, guys, check out Carefree Lewis G on YouTube and Twitter. Check out Blues Fans TV as well. We'll be doing a live watch along for the Fulham versus Chelsea game. Hopefully we win, because I can't be asked for 4,000 gooners in my stream just taking the piss and spamming 3-1. So yeah, let's hope Chelsea get a win. Big derby back. The best derby in England returns. Fulham versus Chelsea. We move.
I love that. I love that optimism and that agenda there. Man said the biggest derby. It's not even the biggest derby in London. You know what I'm saying? It's not even the one you look forward to the most. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even care about Fulham. It's the worst derby in existence.
Ooh, that's rough. Man said the worst in existence, you know.
I prefer QPR derby, to be honest. I hate QPR. I couldn't care less about Fulham.
Mazo. Wait, Fulham, in terms of geography, are they the closest to you as well?
Yeah, we've got like the closest ground proximity. Well, like the 3rd closest in England.
That's mad.
It's like under a mile, but they've just been so bad for so long. Nobody cares. Like Chelsea, we went for Fulham away. No beef, nothing. Like they were also like guaranteed to go down by that point. So it was nothing behind that game. It was so terrible. I don't count that as a derby. It's QPR away I want to do. That's the real one.
Oh, is that the one you were? Okay, fair enough. I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. But what I will do, people, I will tag at Carefree Lewis and Blues Fans TV in the title of the video on YouTube. So make sure you click on both of them. Make sure you subscribe. Whether you're a Chelsea, if you're a Chelsea fan, you should already be subscribed. But if you're a Chelsea fan, make sure you subscribe. if you're a non-Chelsea fan like myself, I'm subscribed to both of them. Make sure you subscribe to both of them too. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah, man, that's everything. Salute to everyone who's locked in. You will get Agenda FC every Friday, 8 p.m. That's the new time now. So it's every Friday, 8 p.m. Lewis, Tox, and myself discussing whatever agenda, sometimes joined by a special guest. We're also back at 10 o'clock. So don't go anywhere. We're back in 20 minutes. Gyaldem City meets Mandem United podcast. So it's myself, Yan City, Manchester clubs discussing everything Manchester City, everything Manchester United. Man, we keep the show rolling over here. Hashtag the show must go on. But yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel also. And this has been Agenda FC on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very much for tuning in.